All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be checking out a video where this woman lives in New York City, and I hope you're ready to appreciate the home you've got because get this, she lives in a 90 square foot apartment. I'm not good at math, but I know that's small. Like, that is really small. That is tiny. Speaking of small things, I am doing a tiny giveaway for a PlayStation 4 Pro, linked down below. I know something about small apartments. When I was young, my dad got a job at a university, and my entire family, all six of us, moved into a 2-bedroom apartment. That shit was tiny. You could not pass the hallway without your nose scraping somebody's lips. It was so small. Don't even bother going to the bathroom for a piss. You'll fall in the toilet. There was no room in the entire house. And I think this woman has your boy beat.
I wanted to live in Manhattan, but I didn't want to take all my money. And I found this place through a friend, and it's a great location. It's right near Lincoln Center, Central Park. It's a great deal. Okay. I'm sure there's some compromises, but it's worth it.
Sweetie, you are lying to yourself. Some compromises? Yeah, that has got to be smaller than my bathroom. I shit you not. That's smaller than my bathroom. And the benefit of my bathroom being in the house instead of my house being in the bathroom is that when I drop a giant load after having a taco, my house doesn't stink for a week. That is so small. Why would you want to live there? Listen, New York's great, but it ain't that great.
It's 90 square feet. So when I first moved in, the woman who was here before had just
You're
furniture.
crazy.
You could barely, there was a strip of blank space down the center of the room. But I just got rid of everything, and I knew you had to go up when you organize in New York City. So that's what I did. And I wanted a space because this is where I write, and this is where I do my art, my place to hang out and read. There's no kitchen, but I've created my own little kitchen, little fridge. So I have to food shop a few times a week because it cannot hold that much stuff. But in New York City, most people store their laundry in their stoves anyway. So toaster oven, it holds the bananas. Storage, as you know, it's so important.
That has got to be the smallest apartment I've ever seen in my life. Lady, you better not be paying any more than $50 a month for that cracker box. My closet could probably fit your entire apartment in it. It's just not worth it. That's not LA, that's New York City. Like, there's no reason you should live in a cracker box just to be in New York City. Some people are crazy.
New Yorker. So there's a cabinet. Gotta have a hot pot. You know, I can make hard-boiled eggs. One of the things I did was there were these sliding doors that, for any apartment, are hard to get into. I got rid of the doors, and then I put up a curtain. For the most part, we don't even wear half of what we own anyways, so I'm always kind of going through and seeing what I can get rid of. The bathroom is pretty big for...
What do you mean it's pretty big? Pretty big for a mouse, maybe? Is there even a shower in there? Oh, I don't care how much or how little you're paying for that apartment. The medical bills from broken toes alone would probably equal a mansion somewhere in New York. That is so small. Oh my God, I can already feel it. The claustrophobia is kicking in. It would be like living in a coffin, you know, in a casket. You're living in a casket. You're a vampire of New York City. You're the vampire of New York City. That's your name. How the hell do you even take a shit in that? Or brush your teeth? Or do anything without falling and breaking a toe?
You know, you just gotta be careful you don't hit your knee when you're sitting on the toilet. I think it's actually gotten bigger since I've been in the apartment. I've just gotten used to sitting, you know, sometimes you have to sit sideways, but it can be a little, you know, daunting getting out of the tub and getting into the tub. You just get out slow.
The tub? Lady, that ain't a tub, that's a sink. You're taking a bath in a sink.
But you're only in the shower once a day. The first night I slept in the apartment, I had a panic attack. When I first saw it, I thought, oh, this is easy. And when I actually went up to bed and I woke up in the middle of the night and there was the ceiling and I had a friend stay over because I thought I would fall out of the bed. When I woke up, there was the ceiling here and the wall on every side and...
Well, we know one very important question that nobody has asked. She doesn't have sex. Like, how are you going to fit somebody up there? There's no lovers getting up there. They must go out into the hallway to smash one out or something because there is no way you're going to fit another person in there. Nope, impossible. Oh, that is so bad. Why would you ever want to live there? I mean, I understand it's probably cheap, but it's just not worth it. You can live in a trash can somewhere and have more room. Oh, do you know how many times she probably got up in the middle of the night and smacked her head on that roof? Ooh!
Wanted to get out quickly, and she was saying, relax, go slowly, because you're going to fall. And so then I had installed a handle on the side and a hook. And then after that night, I have not had another panic attack, and I love it up here. And at night,
you love
it's
it.
cozy. When you're up here at night and you just have the light on, and it's the only light, and I've got my reading. And I used to have so many books, but I've gotten rid of a lot of books. My sister gave me a Walden Pond, so he stayed in a little space. Got to keep that one. Just to remind me that it's okay to live in a small space and to write, and you know, he's my inspiration. You know, obviously I'm not in the woods, I'm in the jungle here in New York City, but it's just a really quiet, cozy little space up here, and it's enjoyable.
And where do you spend most of your
Cozy.
time?
I spend most of my time when I'm in the apartment probably at my desk. So this is where I write. I have a book coming out next month, so here's the cover to the book, What Papa Told Me.
Okay, I know this is a weird thing to point out, but I'm already having a heart attack just looking at her work setup. Just the way she's got her little setup sideways like that, it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have a heart attack looking at that. How do you do that? I feel like your neck would start to cramp up trying to, you know, work sideways like that. Oh, I will donate money to you. Just move out of the cracker box. There's not enough room in there. There's probably not even enough oxygen.
What Papa Told Me. My maternal grandfather, he's a Holocaust survivor. I also have a studio space downtown, down at Paragraph, the writer studio downtown in the Village. I'm also an artist. I make shrinky-dink art, which is appropriate since it's the only art that can fit in this apartment. The great thing about New York is you can do so many different things at once.
Like what? Breathe and
I
walk
look out my
around?
window and it's New York City. I mean, that's my backyard. Central Park is a block away. I can go into the park. I have Lincoln Center. I have libraries all over. The subway is 2 blocks away. You know, I go to the gym. I have gyms all over the place. The city really has a lot to offer. And sometimes I feel like I am, you know, you're in college and it's a huge campus and you can just take advantage of everything you want to take advantage of. I mean, I like to get out of the city as well and, you know, ride my bike 100 miles on the weekends and be in nature. And it's the best of both worlds. Here's yoga. Do your yoga. And occasionally you'll hit your foot or your arm against something, but
As you
I've
do.
had my whole family in here, and I've had probably 8 or 9 people hanging out. And
8 or 9 people? Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. If there was 8 or 9 people in that room, you guys would all be nose to nose. There would be no room. You'd be like sardines in a can.
I have a friend with a larger apartment 2 blocks away, and we end up hanging out here
Larger apartment? So what? She's upgraded from a cracker box to a trash can?
because it's cozier. I don't feel stressed about rent. I don't feel a huge overhead. My father's a bankruptcy attorney. I think we learned early on you don't acquire what you can't afford. So he kind of instilled that in us. I said I was going to come live here for a year. It kind of has turned into 3 years and counting, but I'm able to work and live here and travel and not be concerned that I have this huge space I have to come back and take care of.
3 years? How do you live in that tiny space for 3 years? I would have gone crazy. I guess some people are well adapted for that, but not this guy. I need my space. I need to be able to stretch out and walk around without feeling like I'm going to break my toe on something. The real question is, how much is she paying in rent a month? And also, how do you brush your teeth? How do you stretch? How do you put your clothing on? There's so many things you couldn't do in that apartment without bumping into something. I don't understand it. Her medical bills alone for broken toes would probably equal a better, apartment with more space by the time you add that in, the medical bills with the apartment rent she's paying now. But if she's happy, right? Now, if you want to live in a closet, then go ahead. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below. Do you live somewhere larger than that or not? And would you live there if the rent was like $100 a month? Because I know I wouldn't. I would rather pay and give up everything else and live in a big space than live in a little tiny cracker box and have my little iMac computer and be doing stuff like this. I'm going to write my book sideways like this because there's no room, and I'm going to bump my toe on the toilet, trying to go in for a shower. Not worth it. Hope you guys enjoyed. and peace out.